Hi, everybody. First of all, I would like to say thank you so much for all your lovely birthday wishes that you sent to me through Messenger. I was really, really touched by that you took the time and effort to write such a beautiful messages. It really touched my heart that you took that effort. Thank you so much for that. And I was wondering about celebrating my birthday, and it was a beautiful weekend. Actually, not just one day, but a weekend. And after a conversation with a friend, I was deeply thinking about science and wisdom. And so I came to the statue of Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom and art from Hindu. This statue is made in Bali by a master woodcarver, Mr. Wayan Mudana, one of the last master woodcarvers in Bali. And Saraswati, and I've met Mr. Mudana several times, and I really feel blessed and honored to have two pieces of his artwork. And Saraswati, she's a feminine expression of what science, wisdom, art means in Hindu. So in our Western culture, we think of science as something from the left brain, but in the Hindu culture, Saraswati reminds us that science is a combination of wisdom, of water, of appreciation, of abundance, of curiosity, of the feminine part. And that brings me to one of my favorite books I would like to share with you about wisdom. It's written by Candace B Perth, Molecules of Emotion. And she talks about science. And she was a scientist. This book is actually about her journey as a scientist and also and her journey as a scientist, as a woman, as a partner, all the struggles she went through as a woman, and why she was not nominated for one of the biggest achievements. What is that? Well, she was nominated, maybe I can see it here, for the Nobel Prize. She was not nominated for the Nobel Prize because she didn't know how to stay in her power. And actually that brought her to, you could say, a dark night of the soul. And she went deeply inside and learned everything about emotions and how the peptides in our brains are connected to emotions. And that's how she came up with the book, The Molecules of Emotions. And what she says about science, she says science is the search for truth. For me, science has been a quest to understand nature, both human and modern. As I have known it in its purest, most exalted form, science is a search for truth. It was this belief that drew me to science, and through all my naivety and despite all my many false turns, it's what has kept me on the journey. The heart of science is feminine. In its essence, science has very little to do with competition, control, or separation. All qualities that have come to be associated with science in a male-dominated 20th century form. The science I have come to know and love is unifying, spontaneous, intuitive, caring, a process more akin to surrender than to domination. That is a truth about science that we have seemed to have forgotten, especially nowadays. So I would like to remind you of this explanation of science, this expression of what science can be and perhaps should be again. And it's actually the goddess of Saraswati who can remind us always of that wisdom and knowledge, endless learning, is a feminine approach to life. It's a feminine approach to truth. And in this beautiful book that I have about Saraswati, because in Bali there's a beautiful temple, a museum, and a book, and the mosque about Saraswati. Let me see if there's something I could share with you. Well, what I can share, for instance, is that she is standing on a swan, that she has a bracelet reminding us that wisdom and science is an ongoing process, never ending, finding new answers all the time. She's standing on a pond of, what's the word? Interesting. Can't find the word. Lotus flowers. And in her one hand, she has a lotus flower. And in the other hand, she has a paper. Science is also about writing. And then it's about her mouth, speaking wisdom, speaking truth, speaking honestly, from curiosity, seeking for truth instead of starting with so-called truth. So this was one of the themes that came to my mind after my birthday, 67. Thinking about what wisdom is, what science is, remembering through Saraswati to go deeper and deeper, being more curious, questioning even more, questioning, as this feels like a time where we question everything they have taught us, understanding that curiosity can bring us new insights for our daily life, for the way we address relationships, for how we relate to the world, to one another. This curiosity and surrender, as Candace B Perth speaks about. So I think I will leave you with these words. That there will be more curiosity in our lives, more wonder and surrender, and from this deep place within, and that we may embrace new ways of doing science and new ways of wisdom and that wisdom may be part of our conversations. So I said thank you for being so kind to put all these lovely, lovely messages through Messenger. I would like to share this beautiful story from different perspectives, from the beautiful wood carving, the wisdom, this very old wisdom of the feminine approach of science through the Hindu culture, and in this modern version of late Candace B Perth. So thank you so much, and I hope you find this interesting. If you like what I'm doing, please put a like below this video, please, and maybe you subscribe, and love to see you again. Bye bye.